Namaskar to all of you, and I welcome you to the Sunday service today. So today we are going to start with Abhishekam to Lord Ganesha, and after that, while we are doing the Alamkaram, we are going to have a discourse by Dr. Ramakrishna Rao, and it is Bliss of Bhagavatam. Today is the 18th lecture on this same series, and today's topic is Kalya Narthana, a way towards realization, so which Dr. Rao is going to throw light on. And after that, at 11:40, we are going to have the Archana to Lord Ganesha, followed by some special announcements, and also the Mahamangalarti. So all I want to say is that we have started next week on Saturday, that is 17th, the Devi Navaratri is starting. That's the first day, that is 17th on Saturday. So I would request all the people who have sponsored to please come and collect your bags from here, so that you can do Navratra Puja at home. And I would also request people to please come and sponsor this event. It's an annual event for all of us put together, and we would like you to support this event as we have been doing every year very strongly. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead for Ganesha Abhishekam.
वेंकटनाथाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः। ओम मय मुहूर्तोऽस्तु सुमुहूर्तकाले सूर्यादीनां शुभमस्तु। ओम प्राणानायभ्यम् अमृत ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवस्वरं भूर्भुवस्वरं श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्केसरे वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदये गुरुभ्यः तद्गुरुभ्यश्च नमो वाकम् अधीमहे कृणीमहे तत्राभ्यो दम्पते कदापदे सशेषभूतेन मया स्वे सर्वपरिच्छदेः विधातुं प्रीतः आत्मानं देवः प्रक्रमते स्वयम्। श्री गोविंद गोविंद महापुरुषस्य महाविष्णुवराज्ञेय प्रवर्तमानस्य आद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीयवरार्धे श्री श्वेतवराकल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे कलियुगे प्रथमपादे क्रौञ्चद्वीपे रमणकवर्षे ऐन्द्रखण्डे पश्चिमे पार्श्वे अस्मिन् वर्तमानेन व्यवहारकचान्द्रमानेन अस्यां प्रभवादि षष्टिसंवत्सराणां मध्ये शार्वरिनाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणादिने शरद ऋतौ अधिक आश्वीज मासे कृष्णपक्षे शुभादिनो सूर्योदयादि दशम्यां वासरः वासरस्तु भानुवासयुक्तायां शुभयोग शुभकर्म शुभनक्षत्रयं गुण विषयवशिष्टायां अस्यां शुभादिनो अस्य यजमान्याः यजमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य साम्यवासाख्ये गोत्रोद्भवस्य राजेन्द्रसूनमदेस्य कंपूष्णाम्याः वीरेशनमदेस्य अक्षयनमदेस्य सहकुटुम्बानाम् अतियमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य वाद्रगोत्रोद्भवस्य राजाराम भालानमदेस्य राजारामदेस्य विजयनमदेस्य अंजलिनाम्याः ग्रामनमदेस्य बालाजीनमदेस्य देवर्नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानाम् अथजमानस्य हरितसगोत्रस्य राज्यलक्ष्मी मुट्टा रमेशनामधेयस्य काश्यपगोत्रोद्भवस्य अक्षतलालवाणीनामधेयस्य शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य राजगोपालचन्द्रनामधेयस्य सलमलगोत्रोद्भवस्य कुमारनामधेयस्य अमीनाम्यादेव शशिनामधेयस्य धनञ्जयगोत्रोद्भवस्य किशोरसुन्दरवाणी माधवनी जन्तूनामधेयस्य मूलगोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रीनिवासचक्रवर्ती महात्मेनी श्रीदेवी रामनामधेयस्य मधुरागोत्रोद्भवस्य वेङ्कटरेड्डिनामधेयस्य शान्तिनाम्याः गौतमगयानाम्याः जम्बूगोत्रोद्भवस्य रमेशगलगयानाम्याः श्रीनिवासचक्रवर्तीनामधेयस्य शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य वीरभद्रज्योतिअम्बजानाम्याः प्रियाप्रकाशनामधेयस्य धनञ्जयगोत्रोद्भवस्य सत्यनारायणराजनामधेयस्य सुरासुरगोत्रोद्भवस्य कोशगोत्रोद्भवस्य शिवरामशर्मा भानुमतीनाम्याः नारायण शर्मा सुब्रह्मण्य शर्मा नारायण शर्मा नामधेयस्य शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य राहुल वेलगानामधेयस्य वल्लुट्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रीधर वासिरेड्डी नामधेयस्य ममतानाम्याः श्रेयानाम्याः सुजितनामधेयस्य आत्रेयगोत्रोद्भवस्य कृष्णमोहन मंत्रवादी कमलानाम्याः वसुधामधेयस्य कर्णसगोत्रोद्भवस्य मंगलपतिनाथ कपिराजनामधेयस्य पल्लवीनाम्याः अदिति अभिनवनामधेयस्य सुजातादेवीनाम्याः जगन्नाथगोत्रोद्भवस्य भास्करपुरा मधुमानाम्याः कार्तिकदेवी लीलाम्याः भास्करगोत्रोद्भवस्य नागराजगोत्रोद्भवस्य मधुरागोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रीनिवासगोत्रोद्भवस्य सिद्धार्थनामधेयस्य आदित्यनामधेयस्य सहकुटुम्बानाम् अभिजमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रीवत्सगोत्रोद्भवस्य राजेश वेङ्कटेशनामधेयस्य रेखानाम्याः राहुलनामधेयस्य जयकृष्णनामधेयस्य प्रियानाम्याः अश्विनामधेयस्य अपर्णा प्रभाकरनामधेयस्य इन्द्राप्रसादनामधेयस्य सहकुटुम्बानां सर्वेषां क्षेमस्थैर्यं आयुरारोग्यं महागणाधिपतिप्रीत्यर्थं महागणपतये नमः पंचामृत तपपूजां च करिष्ये हर नमः पार्वतीपदे ओम गगनकलशाराधनं करिष्ये ब्रह्मपूर्णकलशमादाय कलशः गन्धाक्षतः वक्रः पुष्पैरभ्यर्च कलशसमुखे विष्णुः कण्ठे रुद्रः मूले उत्तरदिनो ब्रह्मा मध्ये कुक्षुतसागर सर्वे सप्तद्वीपावसुन्धरा ऋग्वेदोदशर्वेद सामवेद अथर्वणः सर्वे प्रधानः आयां देवता पूजयात्मं दुर्दक्षयकारकाः गङ्गे यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वते नर्मदे सिन्धुकावेरि जलेऽस्मिन् सर्वतीर्थमावाहयामि पूजाद्रव्याणि प्रोक्षयेतु देवम् आत्मानं प्रोक्षयेतु ॐ ध्यानं गणानां त्वा भवेदुन्दवामहे उपमश्रमत्वं जयकरातं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदा आविश्वन्नोदिवस्येतसादनं महागणपतये नमः ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहयामि आसनं समर्पयामि रत्नसिंहासनं समर्पयामि आवाहनार्थे पादयोः आर्घ्यं समर्पयामि हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि मुखे आचमनं समर्पयामि महागणाधिपतये नमः उपचारिक शुद्धोदकस्नानम् ॐ हर नमः पार्वतीपतये गणेश महाराज की जय आपो शांति नदिस्नानोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर महादेव ॐ गणेश महाराज की जय ॐ सब्रह्मजोते देवामत्तविदात्मनः तच्चक्रेण पवित्रेण सूर्यस्य रश्मिभिः आज्येन स्नपयामि ॐ मधुवादारुदायते मधुक्षरं यजन्तवः माध्वेन सन्तोषसेः मधुनक्तमदोषसे मधुमत्पात्योगं रजः मधुभ्योरस्वनप्पित मधुमान्धो वनस्पतिर्मधुर्मागमस्तसूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधुना स्नपयामि स्वादपवस्य दिव्याय जन्मने स्वाधीन्द्राय सहवीमाम्ने स्वाधर्मित्राय वरुणाय वाजपेय बृहस्पतये मधुर्मागमदाभ्यः शत्रोदकेन स्नपयामि आपो इष्टामयो भवः दारुणाय भवते ददानाय लक्ष्मी योगश्वरमोरः तस्य पादे देवः जतिर्मादरः तस्मादर्णवामो यस्य क्रियाजगः आमोदनेराजनः ॐ गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यमुक्तां गणेशनीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतार प्राणोपत्रेयं महागणपतये नमः गन्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ गं गणपतये नमः गन्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति महागणपतये नमः पुष्पोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः आपो इष्टामयो भुवस्तानमूर्धे ददातु तस्य वायुये नमः उषीवमनः तस्माद् शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि करोदकस्नानं हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर महादेव गणेश महाराज की जय आं याः परनीर्याबलाः पुष्पाः याश्च पुष्पणीः बृहस्पतिर्प्रसूदा आनामुञ्छन् भगम्मसः फलोदकेन स्नपयामि ॐ याः परनीर्याबलाः पुष्पाः याश्च पुष्पणीः बृहस्पतिर्प्रसूदा स्नानामुञ्छन् भगम्मसः नारिवसोदे पुष्पफलोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि महागणपतये नमः ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं वर्तासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं वर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वजल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्मान् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधातारम् अवधातारम् अवानोचारमवशिष्टम् अपश्चात्तात् अवरस्तात् अवोत्तरस्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवधरात्तात् सर्वतोमां पाहि पाहि गणपतादु महागणपतये नमः फलोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ महागणपतये नमः फलोदकस्नानानन्तरे शुद्धोदकस्नानम् ॐ महागणाधिपतये नमः गणादिं पूर्वकरुणादिदम् अनुस्वारपरतरः आर्थयदुर्दीतं कारेण लब्धम् एतत्तमनस्वरूपं यकारः पूर्वरूपम् आकारमध्यमरूपम् अनुराक्षन्तरूपं जन्दोत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं खगमिकासन्धिः शैषा गणेशा विद्या गणगृहे विस्तृद्गायत्री छन्दः महागणपतिर्देवता एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं नाशमङ्कुशधारणं प्रपञ्चवरदं हस्ते विभ्राणं भूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं सूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवातसं रक्तगन्धानुरक्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पेदपूजितं भक्तामुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमुच्युतम् आविर्भूतं सुखाभ्यो प्रकृते पुरुषात्परम् एवं जायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनामरः नमो वादपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपते नमस्ते लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् महागणपतये नमः तन्नो मित्रशम्भुर्नः तन्नो भवद्वर्यमा तन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः तन्नो विष्णुरक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तेवायो त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मा वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शन्नो मित्रशम्भुर्नः शन्नो भवद्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुर्वक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावेद तद्वक्तारमावेद आविर्माम् आविर्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णे विष्णुनामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षरगजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनोभिः विषेमदेव इदं विरायत स्वस्ति न इन्द्रा वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नः बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 तच्छयो रावणीमहे स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ॐ शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सह भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् महागणपतये नमः अमृताभिषेकोऽस्तु स्वर्णाभिषेकोऽस्तु रजताभिषेकोऽस्तु पञ्चामृत फलोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ महागणपतये नमः ॐ गन्धद्वारान्दुराधरज
नित्यपुरुषां गणेशं ईश्वरीयं सर्वभूतानां
प्राणयोगमहे श्रियं महागणपतये नमः गन्धं समर्पयामि महागणपतये नमः गन्धं समर्पयामि ॐ गं गणपतये नमः कुङ्कुमं शोभनं दिव्यं अजन्ति कुङ्कुमानि समर्पयामि महागणपतये नमः कुङ्कुमानि समर्पयामि गं गणपतये नमः ॐ महागणपतये नमः ॐ पुष्पै पूजयामि ॐ विनायकाय नमः विघ्नराजाय नमः गौरीपुत्राय नमः गणेश्वराय नमः स्कन्दाग्रजाय नमः अव्ययाय नमः पूताय नमः दक्षाय नमः द्विजप्रियाय नमः अग्निगर्वचले नमः इंद्रश्रीप्रदाय नमः वाणीवरप्रदाय नमः सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि महागणपते नमः दीपमाग्रापयामि ॐ गं गणपतये नमः महागणपते नमः दीपमाग्रापयामि वत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्।
ॐ आपोर्जोतरसो अमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरो महागणाधिपतये नमः नारिकेलफलं निवेदयामि कदलीफलं निवेदयामि ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उधानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा मध्यमध्ये वाद्यं वर्गम् आचमनं समर्पयामि कर्पूरमङ्गल नीराजनं महागणपतये नमः गन्धर्व ॐ नमो भागवतये नमो भगवतये
Tell him to come. No, I want Santosh to come.
I'm just telling you.
Can you move this?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm not ready.
తీసుకుంటాను నేను పట్టుకొస్తాను పవర్ పెడదాం
ఇది కనెక్ట్ చేయాలి మైక్రోఫోన్
దీంతో
We just finished the Abhishekam to Lord Ganesha, and before we start the discourse on Bliss of Bhagavatam, series 18 of the lecture, I have some of the announcements. One of the announcements that I have is that we are going to have very soon two very big celebrations in the temple. The first celebration is of Devi Navratri, which is going to start from 17th of October, that is Saturday, next Saturday, coming Saturday. So I would request all the people to go ahead and sponsor it very strongly. We need your support. This is a time we have most of our devotees who sponsor it, and they can put that code and they will immediately connect it to the priest here, to the mother here. Of the Sarupa, that is on a particular day. priest will be guiding all the ladies who will be doing puja at home. So all those sponsors who sponsor this puja for Navratri will be picking up a kit. I request them to pick up a bag from Santoshi, our manager, and take it home. This is for keeps. You have not to return it. It has the photograph of the mother along with this, 9 different akas, so that you can it will enable you to do the puja for all the 9 circles of the mother for all the 9 days. And the next is we are going to have the installation which is Prana Pratishtha for Lord Ayappa, which is going to be on 5th, 6th and 7th of November. So we have Mokiti is showing you what the bag looks like, and what all it has. It has the picture of the mother, which is which you will be refining, and it is for keeps. Whole bag is for keeps, and there are other paraphernalia so that you can really connect in real time and do the puja as you are in the temple. So that's what we are basically trying to accomplish, so that you don't feel that you are not in the temple. Thank you very much for being. So without saying more, I would request now Dr. Rao, our founder trustee, the chairman, and the founder of this temple, please come and speak on Bliss of Bhagavatam 18. And today's title of the topic is Kalya Narpana, a way towards realization. Dr. Rao, please.
Namaste. Prapanna parijataya prapanna parijataya totra vetraikapanaya totra vetraikapanaya Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha. Respectful friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is about 3000 BC, 3010, Vyasa Bhagavan, Vyasa Maharshi, Veda Vyasa Maharshi, great philosopher, great realized person, highly intellectual person, who has given us all the Vedas and also gave the Panchama Veda known as Mahabharata. And he sat near under the tree at the banks of Saraswati river, and he was not happy with all the Vedas that is written by him or compiled by him, Upanishads, and all the scriptures that was already composed and given to the humanity by him. Narada came down and he asked Vyasa, why you don't seem to have a satisfaction of giving yourself best to the universe? Vyasa told him, there is some vacuum in my heart. Even though I have composed or I have compiled all the Vedas and also given Mahabharata, which is known as Panchama Veda, essence of all the Vedas. Still, I feel unsatisfied in my heart that I have not given my best. Narada says, you are correct. What you have composed in all these years and what we have given, it is for highly intellectual people who follow the Jnana Marga. And not many people will be there as the times go by. They will not have time to contemplate and understand the glorious facts that you have written in these mammoth scriptures that you have given, known as Smritis and Shrutis. You need to compile something which ordinary people who are dipped in day-to-day problems and who are soaked with problems and pain and agony because of either family situation, social situation, or the environmental problems, who do not have time to lift up their head and to breathe a free air of free thinking. For them you need to give in a succinct manner all your philosophy, what you have done, and you compose the glory and the story of Bhagavan, who has been with you all this time, Bhagavan Krishna. And you put in all the facts together and give them in the understandable form and in the palatable form. Bhagavan Vyasa took that one, took the advice from Narada, and he composed Bhagavata. Bhagavata, which is about 5,000-year-old scripture, because Vyasa himself, 3000 BC, now we are already 2000 AD, 5,000-year-old. In that, he has given us 12 skandhas, 365 chapters, and 12 Maha chapters, known as 365 chapters, 12 skandhas, and in that one he described all the Dashavataras, great Mahatmas, total philosophical history of India, philosophical thought, and then he gave the guidance about the bhakti, jnana and vairagya in the simplest way. Krishna's life comes from the Dashama skanda onwards. We are taking the episodes from each skanda as and when it is suitable and applicable to our temple functions, and we are going through with that. Today's episode is going to be Kaliya Nartana. How we compare these small stories? What is the message of them? Sri Ramakrishna says, Bhagavata is like, perhaps that might have been his favorite sweet, jalebi. First, you make the dough and you cook it in the oil, and after that is done, you just put it in your favorite colored sugar syrup, and then each fragment of that one is sweet. And that is Bhagavata. The whole jnana, which is Pakva jnana, is soaked with bhakti. Jnana and bhakti put together is Bhagavata. Glory of Bhagavan is known as Bhagavata. And one more little example. In India, I don't know whether it is from Bengal or from Gujarat, there is a sweet known as Som Papdi. It has multiple layers and each string is different. Even though a small piece comes in as a sweet or Som Papdi, you can take each fragment and each one is soaked with sweetness, madhurya, beautiful color, and every part of it is beautiful and enjoyable. And that is what Bhagavata stories, each one. And as we know, Parikshita, the king, who had given up his kingdom because he has got a curse for his misdeed, that he will die within 7 days' time. So he has period of only 7 days' time. He's a lucky person, at least he knew when he was going to. And he wanted to make best use of those 7 days. And in that one, he wanted to have the knowledge that was needed for the realization. So he sat at the banks of river Ganges, requested all the Vidvamsas and Bhaktas, saints and sages to come and assemble there and to educate him about the divine knowledge or Adhyatma Vidya. Shuka Maharshi, son of Vyasa, who was the ultimate at that time in the knowledge of Vairagya and Jnana, he walks in, a young person. He was an Avadhuta. And Parikshita honored him with a great seat. And then Parikshita asks him, prays for him, please bestow the knowledge of how I can have moksha within these 7 days after the death. So Shuka continues to narrate the stories, and Parikshita requests him, please tell me the story of my own great Lord who has given me the life, Lord Krishna. And in that, in the Dashamaskanda, we come across this episode of Kaliya Nartana. Kaliya Nartana happens in Vrindavana. Krishna and his family have moved from Gokula to Vrindavana. Vrindavana is a place where the trees had flowers all the time, lots of fruits, butterflies were enjoying the fragrance of honey, and cows were enjoying the greenery all over. And the cowherd, those boys were enjoying the companionship of Krishna all the time. It was an ideal situation for anybody, because if there are any problems, Krishna is there to take care of them. For all the physical needs, there were things available all around. And the enjoyment of the needs of
transmitter. So the transmitter defaulted. So Dr. Rao, please, we'll just continue. Thank you so much.
Namastubhyam Bhagavate Purushaya Mahatmane Bhutavasaya Bhutaya Paraya Paramatmane Jnana Vijnana Nidhaye Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye Agunaya Vikaraya Namaste Prakritaya Cha Kalaya Kalanabhaya Kalava Avasakshine Vishwaya Tadupadrashte Tatkarte Vishvaketave. When Krishna was wound by the Kaliya, and when he came up, all the hoods of Kaliya were opened up, and Krishna made himself free from the clutches of Kaliya, and he came and started dancing on each of the hood. And it was a beautiful scene for the Devas to watch from the above, and for the Nandagopa and Yashoda, and for those people to see that it was happening so nice. It was a feast for the eyes. When this was happening, the Kaliya himself, after hissing, emitting all the poison, he himself was getting tired. Each hood was pressed by Lord Krishna, and it was subdued. And that is how the Kaliya Nartana was going on. And after a long time, Kaliya could not even hold his hoods for a long time. And he became submissive to Lord Krishna. He told him, I am getting tired. And that is the time where Kaliya's wives, they came and they praised Lord Krishna, and they requested him, please save our husband. And these are the beautiful stanzas from Bhagavata, how they worshipped him and how they praised him. Please look at the meaning of this one. They are not just the Balakrishna. They are praising the Upanishadic Parabrahma here. Namastubhyam Bhagavate Purushaya Mahatmane Bhutavasaya Bhutaya Paraya Paramatmane Jnana Vijnana Nidhaye Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye Agunaya Avikaraya Namaste Prakrutaya Cha. You are the ocean of knowledge. You are the creator. You are the formless. Agunaya Avikaraya Namaste Prakrutaya Cha, the oldest of the old. Namo Anantaya Sukshmaya Kutastaya Vipaschite Nanadavanurudhaya Nama Pramana Mulaya Kavaye Shastrayorave Pravruttaya Nivruttaya Nigamaya Namo Namah Namah Krishnaya Ramaya Vasudeva Sutaya Jaga Pradyumna Aniruddhaya Satvata Pataye Namaha. When the entire family of the big snake came and worshipped him, Krishna submitted himself to their prayer and he told him, you have been in this lake, poisoning the place, and now I am permitting you to leave this place and go away to the ocean. And he says, if I need to leave and go, then Garuda is there who will eat me up. Krishna says, I have danced on you all over. On your head you have the footprints, my footprints. Garuda will not touch you. With that assurance, Kaliya, with his entire family, moves away from this limited lake to the ocean with the blessings of Lord Krishna. This is the story part, which our children, all the young girls who are dancing, learning Bharatanatyam, they enjoy doing this Kaliya Nartana dance. But we need to go a step more than that, and that is where the real Bhagavata and the message of Bhagavata and the purpose of Bhagavata comes in. Vrindavana represents the beautiful heart of devotees who are devoid of any limitations, totally devoted to Lord Krishna and enjoying his company, that Parabrahma, and that is the beautiful Vrindavan. Nearness, it is known as Sannidhya, Sarupya, Sayujya. They are all enjoyed. The Atma would like to be with Paramatma all the time. But there are situations when Kaliya like snake comes into the deeper parts of the personalities of each individual and they try to emit the poison. And Kaliya has multiple heads. Usually in the stones, when they have carved murtis, we see that he has 5 heads, even though in the story Bhagavata it comes multiple heads. Ajnana, 1 head. Asmita, 2nd head. Raga, 3rd. Dvesha, 4th. 5th one is Abhiniveshana. Ajnana, total ignorance. Ignorance. Child doesn't know if he or she puts the hand in the fire, will burn it. And human beings do not know the situations, do not know the words, sometimes what they say, the actions what they do, and the commitments what they have in their life, because of their ignorance, ajnana. Next one comes, it is known as ego, atma-abhimana. And this is the one which really takes down and that makes the people emit lot of poison, because that creates mada, that creates abhimana, that creates ego. And on account of that, they create a lot of problems. As we know with our day-to-day examples, either politically or in the social circumstances, we are facing that kind of personalities day in and day out. How much of poison they can emit and how much pain they can inflict upon the spouses, upon the children, upon the students, upon the subjects, upon the people around. They never think about the poison that they are emitting and what we are doing that. That is the deepest Kaliya sitting there, and that is another Kaliya, Abhimana, Ahambhava. Next one is Raga and Dvesha. I like it and I hate it. Dislike and hate has taken children, adults, older people to their lowest depths in their life. Because I like it. Whether that liking is sensible or not. Raga and Dvesha. It emits poison. It emits poison. Raga, liking. Dvesha, hatred for things. Hatred for people. Hatred for Vishnu. What we have around. And the last one is known as Abhiniveshana. Abhiniveshana is nothing but Niveshana means entering in. Abhiniveshana means going back. Fear of death. Fear of death creates another kind of poison among human beings and all the living beings. I want to live forever. That liking to live forever is Abhiniveshana. Fear of death, in what form it comes in, and how uncomfortable it is going to be. It is a big fear. That fear itself is very painful, and Bhagavata calls that one as one of the poisons. Now, after knowing this, how do we overcome this? How do we overcome all these thoughts, all these poisonous waves? There is a way that very easily in this Kaliya Nartana we have the message. The first stage of coming over this problem is allow Krishna to go into the lake. Allow Krishna to go in. Let him disturb that ego. And the ego will look at him, fight with him. If intellectual says, it is not the place for you to go to a college student, still he will go. When he is going or she is going towards that place, 6th Street or Guadalupe Street or somewhere in Austin or somewhere in the unholy times, their mind will say, the intellect will say, the conscience will say, where we are going is not good. It is not an auspicious time to go. But still, we would like to suppress it. The same thing happens here. Kaliya doesn't like it. When the personality of known as consciousness comes and guides him, he doesn't like it in the beginning. So there will be enough friction, more fumes, more poison will come. But as Krishna starts dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, slowly, the Kaliya realizes, I may be poisonous, I may be egoistic, but I can live only so much because the influence of the Supreme Consciousness is so much powerful. I need to give myself to this. I need to yield myself to this. So he becomes slowly submissive. A person who becomes very angry about things, think of Krishna that time. Let him come and dance in your mind, on your thoughts. A person who is very greedy, let him give a chance for Krishna to enter in. And he will start dance and your greedy will go down a little bit. When a person becomes Matsara, Dvesha, hatred, whenever these things come in, you will know that it has come in. But we would like to ignore that. But that is not correct. You allow Krishna to come in. Whether it is Krishna, whether it is Devi, whether it is Ganesha, whether it is Parabrahma, Shiva, it doesn't matter. It is Srimad Paramatma. God, allow him to come into the personality and let them stand on these hoods of Kaliya. That is the first stage. Avahito bhava, stapito bhava, sannihito bhava, supratishto bhava. That is where the meaning of supratishto bhava, avahana comes in. Unless we open the doors, they will not come in. That's the first stage. And the second stage in the growth of spiritualization or way to the realization is known as to be with the thoughts, satsanga. You be with Krishna, you be with Bhagavata, you be with the people, at least, or with the concept, with the scriptures who give you that thought. Unless you are with them, you will not be. God will be there, you will be here. We will do archanas, we do thousands of words. He will not, unless we let them in here, then everybody will maintain their own places and distance. There is no improvement. And after that, what happens? Sannihito Bhava, first prati, and then that is known as dharana, and then dhyana, and satsanga. When it keeps on going, the contemplation and meditation, when it keeps on going, after a long time, the Kaliya gets used to the Krishna's footsteps. And then he not only loses his poison, he gets the freedom to go from this Kalindi Bay to the ocean. This is where, from the conditioned mind to the unconditioned mind, from the limited space to the unlimited space, fearlessly one can walk. It can be done. It is possible for the people who live in the day-to-day society. And when he goes, there is another importance is, Kaliya was really afraid of Garuda. Garuda represents the supreme, your own consciousness. And consciousness guides people. Consciousness is the one that helps, and that is how even you will not be afraid of that once you take the help of Krishna. And because all the other vrittis, they are all subdued. These are known as chitta vrittis. Patanjali Yoga says, Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti, mind is made. The job of the mind, job of the poisonous snake with the multiple hoods is nothing but emitting poison. And that is the job, chitta vritti. To control that one, nirodha, is the one that we need yoga. Yoga, chitta vritti, nirodha. This is a message from Kaliya Nartana, very easily given. In all our villages, in our temples, in Austin, you go anywhere, we have Krishna standing and dancing on Nartana. It is not just a picture. And my daughters have danced for that. Every kid who is going through dance class, they have Nartana. But Nartana not only doing physically outside, entertain yourself, doing the Nartana in your heart. Your behavior will be better, life actions will be better, the purpose of life becomes more useful, and you yourself will get more peaceful. And that is the meaning. This is how Patanjali Yoga is totally brought into this. So the first entrance is to bring him inside. And this is where the secret is. How do you bring him? It is very difficult. Arjuna asks him the question, Vyavasayatmika buddhirekeha purnandana. You concentrate. Arjuna's next question. I have very difficulty in concentrate and to bring you in. Krishna's one word. Manmana bhava, mad bhakto bhava, mad vyaji, mam namaskuru, mame vaishyasi, satyam te pratijane priyosime. Just think of me. In the mind, you are encouraging a lot of thoughts. Retirement plans, hospital plans. Everything else comes. Accumulation, fighting with people, fighting for the sake of name, fame, money. Things are there. They continue forever. But in that one, give a chance for Manmana Bhava. Krishna Nanedare. Kashtavandishtilla. That's what Purandarasa is. Give a chance for God to come in any form. You call him as Devi, you call him as Ganesha, call him as Parmeshwara. Manmanapa. I just leave you with one little example. Many years ago, 35 years ago, when Lord Ganesha's worship was being done in a mother temple, a colleague of mine, a pediatrician, with her family came from Dallas. And she came with her 2 children. One was 8-year-old, another was 10-year-old. This colleague of mine and her husband, they were very much devoted to the God. They came and sat there for Abhishekam, like what we saw, the same Ganesha has witnessed on that day also. And as soon as they came and sat, the 2 children told, Mom, it is very disturbing, we cannot sit here, we have to go out. Can we do something? Can we watch a TV? And mother asked me, Dr. Rao, is it all right if my children come to your home and watch TV? I told them, sure. Why? I didn't want to ask anything. So took these 2 children, switched on the TV, and they started watching their comics. And then parents sat here and watched the Abhishekam, Puja and went on. My respectful friends, those who have smaller children, when you have an opportunity to see that there is another choice in their life, when they have difficulties or when they are happy, that they should invite something known as God into their life, you try to give them an opportunity to learn about that. Think about it. We can give them all the toys you want. A whole Fisher company can get millionaires and billionaires because you people have made them. Buy them some small books. Give them an opportunity. Take them to Balavikas or Balavihar classes and introduce them to this aspect of life. They will become richer in this. You will give them a way for them to understand what is the value of life. And many people will not be able to do because they have already crossed that. At least you may have grandchildren. Force them to do when you can do at this stage, Manmanabhava. And after that, at least after giving them a chance to learn, and then they can go back to all their games of $1 million games, it doesn't matter. And this is for us also. So let this picture of Lord Krishna dancing at Kaliya, ever he is dancing with his flute, immortal, eternal, divine music is calling us. Let us turn our ears to that and let us fall at his feet and tell him, give us this opportunity to listen and enjoy your beautiful music, the eternal music of your flute from Vrindavan. And that is the message of Kaliya Nartana. That is the message of total Raja Yoga. That is the message of Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. In the pictures from the gift from Bhagavatam. And that is one stanza or one little fragment of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's jalebi, which is dipped in the sugar syrup, combined with jnana and vairagya. Continue to enjoy and hope that we will enjoy in the next session about another session of Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. I am really grateful to Hindu Temple of San Antonio for creating this opportunity so that these beautiful thoughts can be shared with you. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va prakrityaihi swabhavat karomi यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै श्री नारायणायेति नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. कृष्णार्पणमस्तु, ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु, गोविन्दार्पणमस्तु. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rao. Thank you very much, Dr. Rao. We just completed today the 18th topic on the list of Bhagavatam. So the next 2 weeks we are not going to have any of the lectures, because next Saturday onwards, 17th onwards till 25th, we are going to celebrate the Devi Navratra here at the temple. So the next lecture is going to be 1st of November. So but 1st of November we are going to come out with a very new topic. We are working with Dr. Rao to introduce something on Vishnu Sahasranama, and we'll come out with a detailed program how we are going to do it. And I would request all people to tune in, because Vishnu Sahasranama is something which is really, really close to our heart. And what exactly it means, what it propounds, it is so wonderful. I had the good fortune of listening to Dr. Rao on the meaning of Vishnu Sahasranama. The whole of Vishnu Sahasranama we went. It took us 7 years to go through that whole thing, and it was once a month, and it was so splendid. It's a real bliss. So we'll come back with a new topic to you, and we'll meet on 1st of November. Thank you and God bless you. We'll move the camera now to the to Ganesha side. I really apologize for the technical hitch that we had in between, but we were able to set it right. Thank you, Santoji, and thank you, Dr. Rao. So please go ahead, sir. I spoke right in the beginning and then again. Oh, Maharaj.
Om Purvacharayam Hiranadishtayam Samdhavalo Asya Sarvesham Samasta Bhakta Mahajananam Chamasteya Vijayvirjaya Rogya Churya Buddhakam Mahaganapade Namaha Stotra Gaganatana Pujan Jagadishi Ganesh Maharaj Ki Om Vinayakaya Namaha Om Vignarajaya Namaha Om Gauri Putraya Namaha Om Ganeshwaraya Namaha Om Skandagrajaya Namaha Om Abhayaya Namaha Om Bhudaya Namaha Om Rakshaya Namaha Om Dijapriyaya Namaha Om Agnigarvachite Namaha Om Indratri Pradaya Namaha Om Vani Bhalapradaya Namaha Om Sarvasiddhya Pradayagaya Namaha Om Sarvatraya Namaha Om Sarvare Priyaya Namaha Om Sarvatmutaya Namaha Om Srishtikartre Namaha Om Devanidatidaya Namaha Om Shivaya Namaha Om Shuddhaya Namaha Om Buddhipriyaya Namaha Om Shantaya Namaha Om Brahmajarane Namaha Om Brahmajarane Namaha Om Gajaranaya Namaha Om Dvaimaturaya Namaha Om Manistutyaya Namaha Om Bhakta Vigna Vinashakaya Namaha Om Ekadantaya Namaha Om Chaturbhavaya Namaha Om Shakti Samyutaya Namaha Om Chaturaya Namaha Om Lambhodaya Namaha Om Surpakarna Namaha Om Herambhaya Namaha Om Brahmavitamaya Namaha Om Kala Namaha Om Grapade Namaha Om Kamani Namaha Om Somasuryagyojana Namaha Om Pashankushadara Namaha Om Chandhaya Namaha Om Gunaditaya Namaha Om Nandana Namaha Om Akalmasha Namaha Om Swayam Siddharthaya Namaha Om Bijapurgara Namaha Om Upikta Namaha Om Gadane Namaha Om Varada Namaha Om Shashvata Namaha Om Krutane Namaha Om Vidvatpriya Namaha Om Vidvaya Namaha Om Chitrane Namaha ओम इक्षुदापद्रुते नमः ओम आभ्योत्पलकराय नमः ओम श्रीधाय नमः ओम श्रीहेतवे नमः ओम सूर्यार्चिताय नमः ओम कुलाद्रवदे नमः ओम जगने नमः ओम चंद्रचूडाय नमः ओम अमरेश्वराय नमः ओम नागयज्ञोपवीतने नमः ओम श्रीकंठाय नमः ओम रामार्चितपदाय नमः ओम सूरबन्धाय नमः ओम अग्रगण्याय नमः ओम ग्रामण्ये नमः ओम घनपाय नमः ओम स्थिराय नमः ओम रुचिराय नमः ओम सुभगाय नमः ओम वागीशाय नमः ओम सिद्धिदाय नमः ओम दुर्वाग्भ्याय नमः ओम कामिताय नमः ओम पापहारिणे नमः ओम कृतागमाय नमः ओम मोक्षप्रदाय नमः ओम सौम्याय नमः ओम भक्तकांक्षितदाय नमः ओम अच्युताय नमः ओम केवलाय नमः ओम सिद्धाय नमः ओम सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहाय नमः ओम ज्ञानाय नमः ओम मायायुक्ताय नमः ओम दान्ताय नमः ओम ब्रह्मिष्ठाय नमः ओम भयवर्जिताय नमः ओम प्रमत्तरहितपदाय नमः ओम व्यक्तमूर्तये नमः ओम अमूर्तकाय नमः ओम पार्वती शंकरोत्संग केल नमोत्सवदाय नमः ओम समस्त जगदाधाराय नमः ओम वरमोस्वाय नमः ओम अष्टसदाय नमः ओम प्रसन्नात्मने नमः ओम सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः महागणपतये नमः अष्टोत्तर नामार्चन पूजा समर्पयामि ओम हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव गणेश महाराज की धूपमाग्रहपयामि दशाङ्गं दुग्धुलं धूपं सुखदं च मनोहरं कपिलाद्रुतसंयुक्तं धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यतां महागणपतये नमः धूपमाग्रहपयामि अमृतं ब्रह्मभोर्भवस्वरो महागणपतये नमः नारिकेलफलं निवेदयामि कदलीफलं निवेदयामि ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा प्राणाय स्वाहा प्राणाय स्वाहा उदानाय स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा मधुवते परमं महादेवं समर्पयामि एकारदीपं नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः गणेश महाराज की जय। ओम मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं राजाधिराजाय रत्नसाजिने नमो वयं नैवे श्रवणाय कुर्मः कामें कामकामकामनमत्यं कामेश्वर वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ओम तद्ब्रह्म ओम तद्वायः ओम तदात्मा ओम तत्सत्सं ओम तत्सर्वं ओम तत्परो नमः अंतश्चरतभूतेषु गुहायां समूर्तिषु यज्ञस्तमषत्कारस्तम् इन्द्रस्तं रुद्रस्तं विष्णुस्तं ब्रह्मस्तं प्रजापतिः संसापोर्जस्तं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति मन्त्रपुष्पं समर्पयामि प्रदक्षिणपूर्वक नमस्कारं समर्पयामि महागणपतये नमः अस्मिन् च पदे भानुवासरे महागणपते पंचामृताभिषेकपूर्वक भक्षनिवेदनात् सुप्रदाः प्रसन्नवदधाः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु हर नमः पार्वतीपतये गणेश महाराज की जय।
Namaskar to you again. So we just completed the Abhishekam and also Archana to Lord Ganesha. So before we go for Mahamangalarti, so I have some announcements. One of the major announcements is that we have already circulated a flyer for the Navratra Devi Navratra, which is going to start from 17th and ending on 25th of October. So we will get 2 weekends in this. So as you already know, it's going to be online. All those who have sponsored, please come and collect your bags from Santoshji. So the bag will contain, as we showed earlier, it will contain the picture of the mother, Devi Mata, which has all the 9 alankarams, so that you can do puja with the priest. You'll be connected in, live in real time with the temple. And all those people who sponsor will get a special code so that they can, click the link and put that code, and you'll be connected and you'll be directed by the priest Shastriji and Krishna Swamiji here, so as if you are, doing the puja in your in the temple itself. So we are, in addition, will be 11 people to walk through. There is no sitting place, so we are going to close all sitting places in order to enforce strict safety measures as per the direction of the city and the county. There are various sponsorship levels, and starting from 175, and then we have 1 day sari, 1 day puja, and then all the 9 days sari sponsorships, alankaram sponsorship for 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 9 days. So please go ahead and sponsor. We need your support, as every year you do it. We always get a very strong support during the Navratra, which we are expecting this year also. Please go ahead and do that. We would be really, really very grateful to you. And the other is that we are also going to, have the Prana Pratishtha of Lord Ayappa, which is going to be on 5th, 6th and 7th of November. It's going to be a 3 days event, and we are going to install Lord Ayappa in Ram Mandir. So that is going to be also a very big function. So we'll come out with a separate program for that, and there are various sponsorship levels for that also, and you can sponsor homas in that. And also in the Navratra you can specially sponsor homas, and we are going to allow certain people who are sponsoring those homas only to come and allow and to be in the temple to participate in the homa. So that's what we are going to do. So go ahead, and I again request all of you, go ahead and sponsor as you have been doing, and support this temple. And thank you so much, and God bless you. And we are now going for the Mahamangalarti. So all those people whom we had requested to come for washing the Garbhagudi, I would again say, please come and wash the Garbhagudi. Yesterday we did the cleaning in the temple, we did the lighting, we fixed different illuminations here, and we also did the polishing of all kavachas and all the makratordams here in the Prabhavalis in the temple. A lot of volunteers came here. We all sat at the social distance and we did all the work. It was almost about 4 hours job, and I'm really, really grateful to all those volunteers who came and really helped. God bless you. We are extremely lucky to have excellent set of devotees in the temple, and also excellent volunteers. God bless you all, and I really, really thank you, all of you. So we'll go for Mahamangalarti now. Dr. Rob, can you lead it, please? 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, Doctor, 1 minute. Swami Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Shanti, Sarve Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Anupurne Sadapurne Shankarapramavallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham Diksham Dehi Namostute Om Sirna Bhavantu Sahanavantu Sahaviryam Bhavani Tejasvinamavamastuman Vimeshwaravahi Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Tameva bandhu sakha tameva tameva vidya drainam tameva tameva sarvam mam deva deva brahmarpanam brahmame brahmadyogo brahmachakam brahmaviyatikam mokyam brahma karma samadhiram aham vishwaram San Antonio Vasa Govinda. Thank you very much all of you for coming today. God bless you.